guys, she's back to midseason form. She really is. She's absolutely delivering on that double-double. That's right. Points, rebounds, and, of course, losses. Just in the same way that the Chicago Sky melted last year when her double-double streak started, she cost her team a game.
Angel Reese, the player everyone's been hyping like crazy, got benched after just 8 minutes of play. Yeah, you heard me right. 8 minutes. This is the same Angel Reese that's been the talk of the basketball world, but something was just off. She missed shots, struggled to find her groove, and before you knew it, the coach pulled her out. Fans were shocked. The crowd didn't know what to do, and the whole vibe of the game just felt weird. But here's where things get really interesting. Lexie Hull. Yes, Lexie Hull came off the bench and absolutely lit up the court. In just 10 minutes, she dropped an insane 19 points. Like, are you kidding me? She turned the game upside down. The crowd went from silent and restless to absolutely losing their minds. Every shot she made was like a spark that lit the whole place on fire. It was unreal to watch. Now, think about this. Angel Reese, the superstar, struggled and got benched, while Lexie Hull came in and straight up stole the show. People are calling her a game changer, a secret weapon, and honestly, after what she did, it's hard to argue. How did this even happen? What went so wrong for Reese? And how did Hull pull off such an incredible performance? We're about to break it all down, what happened, why it happened, and what it could mean moving forward. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one because this is basketball drama at its finest. But before we jump into the good stuff, take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By joining our crew, you'll always be in the loop with the latest WNBA updates, expert takes, and breakdowns of big moves, just like this. Don't miss out, we've got every angle covered. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. Picture this. The game begins, and Angel Reese steps onto the court with the weight of sky-high expectations. The crowd is buzzing, the commentators are hyped, and everyone's ready for her to dominate. But something's off. Reese can't seem to find her rhythm. She's missing layups, fumbling plays, and looking more lost than a tourist without a map. It was a sight no one expected, especially from someone of her caliber. Her stats? Brutal. In those 8 minutes, she went 2 for 6 from the field, scored just 4 points, and had no three-pointers or free throws. Sure, she grabbed 6 rebounds, but even those felt like consolation prizes. The crowd's energy shifted from excitement to confusion. People in the stands were muttering, "What is happening?" The coach's face? Redder than a stop sign. And then, the unthinkable happened. She got benched. Cue the gasps. Fans were stunned. Angel Reese, the superstar, the icon, the supposed game changer, was sitting on the sidelines watching her team struggle. It was like watching a superhero lose their powers. Unbelievable and kind of heartbreaking. For someone who had been hyped as the backbone of the team, the fall from grace was stunning. Enter Lexie Hull, the unexpected hero. While Reese was on the bench stewing, Lexie Hull was gearing up to make history. Who's Lexie Hull, you ask? Well, after this game, you'll never forget her name. She stepped onto the court with zero fanfare and proceeded to absolutely dominate. In just 10 minutes, she racked up an unbelievable 19 points. Let me put that in perspective for you. That's nearly 2 points per minute. Insane, right? Her stats were nothing short of spectacular. 8 for 11 from the field, a three-pointer, a perfect free throw, and 3 rebounds. Oh, and 3 assists too, because why not? Hull wasn't just scoring, she was transforming the entire vibe of the game. Hull came in when the team was down and struggling to find any momentum. The opposing team, feeling confident, suddenly found themselves scrambling to defend against this unexpected powerhouse. Lexie Hull was everywhere, scoring, assisting, grabbing rebounds, you name it. Her energy was contagious, and her presence on the court was like a shot of adrenaline for the entire team. Even the bench players were on their feet, hyping her up with every bucket. The crowd goes wild. As Hull kept scoring, the energy in the arena skyrocketed. Every basket she made felt like a spark lighting a fire. Fans went from sitting quietly to jumping out of their seats, high-fiving strangers, and screaming their lungs out. The opposing team, scrambling. Timeouts couldn't stop her. It was like she had a cheat code. Even her teammates were feeding off her energy. Passes were sharper, defense was tighter, and the team suddenly looked alive. It was as if Hull had flipped a switch, turning a sluggish performance into a spectacle. Every movement she made, whether it was a perfectly timed assist or a defensive rebound, brought the crowd to their feet. The crowd couldn't get enough. With each shot Hull nailed, the cheers got louder, echoing through the arena like a roar. By the time she hit her 19th point, it felt like the roof was going to blow off. Fans weren't just watching the game. They were living it, breathing it, and loving every second of Hull's performance. Social media exploded, with hashtags like #LexieLightsOut trending within minutes. What happened to Angel Reese? Now let's not completely write off Reese. Everyone has bad days, right? Maybe she was just off her game. Maybe the pressure got to her. Or maybe Lexie Hull's performance was just so electric that it overshadowed everything else. But here's the thing, when you're a star player, the margin for error is razor thin. Fans expect greatness every single game, and anything less is magnified. Reese's struggles were hard to ignore, especially when Hull was out there making magic happen. For Reese, this game was a reality check. Her stat line 4 points, no free throws, no three-pointers wasn't just bad, it was forgettable. And in sports, forgettable is the worst thing you can be. It wasn't just the stats, it was the lack of impact. Fans and analysts alike couldn't help but wonder if Reese was feeling the weight of her own hype. Social media reacts. Oh, you know Twitter had a field day with this one. Memes, hot takes, and debates flooded the timeline. Some fans were sympathetic to Reese, saying, "She'll bounce back." Others were less forgiving, with comments like, "Maybe she should take some notes from Lexie Hull." Ouch. But the real star of the internet was Hull. Fans couldn't stop praising her. "Lexie Hull is him," one tweet read. Another said, "Give her the MVP right now." The buzz was real, and Hull's performance was the talk of the town. Even the commentators couldn't hide their excitement. One broadcaster exclaimed, "This is the kind of performance that changes careers." Another added, "Hull's efficiency tonight is something every young player should be studying." The accolades poured in, and deservedly so. What's next for the team? Hull's performance didn't just win the crowd's heart, it sparked serious conversations about the team's lineup. Should Hull get more playing time? Should Reese take a step back and regroup? These are the questions coaches and fans alike are now grappling with. Everyone's got an opinion, and let's be real, the debates aren't dying down anytime soon. It's not just about one game, it's about the bigger picture. Hull's showing felt like a glimpse of what this team could be. Imagine a squad that feeds off her energy, her efficiency, and her ability to deliver when it counts the most. This isn't just the kind of player you want. It's the kind of player you need to shake things up and push the team to the next level. And let's not forget the impact on her teammates. Hull's performance didn't just shine a light on her skills, it lifted the entire squad. It's like she handed them a shot of confidence. Passes were sharper, defense got tighter, and everyone just looked more alive out there. It proves that sometimes it's not about being the star player, but about being the spark that makes everyone else shine. If Hull's momentum continues, this team might find themselves with a secret weapon they didn't even know they had. A player like Hull doesn't just fill a spot on the roster. She changes the game plan, the mindset, and even the chemistry of the team. And you'd better believe the coaches are paying attention. Will we see her in the starting lineup? Will she get more minutes to keep the energy alive? Fans are already calling for it. And honestly, who can blame them? Hull's performance wasn't just impressive, it was inspiring. And it's making everyone rethink what's possible for this team. The Roses moment. After the game, Hull's teammates did something incredible. They showered her with roses, literal roses. And not just a couple of stems, we're talking a whole bouquet, like something you'd see in a romantic comedy. It was like a scene out of a movie, but instead of a dreamy love confession, it was a heartfelt team celebration. The message was clear. We appreciate you. You were the spark we needed. It was a moment of pure camaraderie, the kind that reminds you why sports are so special. Hull's reaction? Priceless. She looked stunned at first, probably thinking, "Is this really happening?" But then her face lit up with the biggest smile, and you could tell how much the gesture meant to her. The team gathered around, clapping, laughing, and even chanting her name. It was like a family moment, the kind that makes you want to hug someone, even if you're watching from home. The roses weren't just a gesture, they were a statement. Lexie Hull had arrived, and the team wanted the world to know it. The images of Hull holding the bouquet while her teammates cheered went viral almost instantly. Social media exploded with captions like, "A star is born," and Lexie Hull, "The rose among thorns." It wasn't just about the roses, it was about the acknowledgement of her incredible performance and how she brought the team to life when they needed it most. Fans couldn't stop talking about it either. Some commented, "This is what sportsmanship is all about," while others joked, "Can someone get her a lifetime supply of roses already?" Hull's bouquet became a symbol of her meteoric rise and the unity of a team rallying around their unsung hero. What made the moment even more special was the humility Hull showed. She didn't bask in the glory or make it all about herself. Instead, she shared the credit, thanking her teammates for trusting her and the coaching staff for giving her the chance. "This was a team effort," she said during a post-game interview, holding the bouquet like a trophy. "I just did my part." Talk about classy. The roses weren't just flowers, they were a statement of trust, belief, and admiration. Hull's performance had redefined the night, and the roses were a way of saying, "You've earned your place in the spotlight." Moments like these remind us why we love sports. It's not just about the stats or the wins, but the human connections, the emotions, and the unforgettable stories that come along the way. And that's how the game went down. What a wild ride, right? Angel Reese having a rough night, and then Lexie Hull coming out of nowhere to steal the show. It doesn't get more unpredictable than this. Moments like this are what make basketball so exciting. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, it really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got more breakdowns, highlights, and all the juicy basketball drama coming your way. Oh, and make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your take? Was this just a bad night for Reese, or is Hull about to take over? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.